Hey guys, welcome back to the Completely Pointless Podcast. We're back with more pointless topics. It's me, Nick. I think this is episode, 17, 16?
19.
19 already?
Mhm.
Man,
We
we're
would
really on a
be
streak, boys.
way past
So,
that too, but we've missed a couple.
let me finish my intro, damn
I'm
it.
sorry.
It's me, Nicholas, with your other two friendly hosts.
You got Jeremy. Brandon instead, I guess.
Oh shit, it's Brandon. I'm Brandon.
You weren't even doing the intro and you still managed to fuck it up.
Of course. That's
You're
my
fucking up my
specialty.
intro.
Y'all should know by the last 18 episodes that that's my fucking specialty. Is fucking up the intro.
You ruin everything.
How
Anyways,
dare you?
do you have something after that, Nicholas? Because Brandon
Oh,
ruined
not
your
really.
flow.
I mean, I don't really want to talk about my topics right off the bat because I mean they're kind of they're not really.
Okay, well, I have one.
Easygoing.
I witnessed the best parent moment ever in a convenience store today.
Oh.
So I'm going to need everyone to take some notes. So, let me set the stage for you. Rolling up to a convenience store, heading back to work from lunch. Just going to roll in, get me an energy drink, because it's Friday and I'm tired. I walk in. As I'm walking in, I see a little note on the door. The note says, due to an error in our registers, we're only accepting cash. I was like, okay, no problem. I got me some cash. Walk in, start getting me an energy drink. Right behind me coming in is a family of like 6. There's like a dad and then like 4 or 5 kids like running around him. So I get my drink, go up to the register, check out. He gets on the register next to me, and they start scanning everything, just making some small talk, blah, blah, blah. The dude goes to pull out his card to pay. The lady at the register's like, oh, we can only do cash at the moment. So the guy goes, oh, I don't have any cash. Sorry, kids, go put your shit back, right? So all the kids start going to put all their drinks back. And as soon as the last one walks away, the dad makes her scan his drink and pays for his own drink. And then all his kids come back, and they're all, in a bad mood, as the dad is just sitting there sipping on his, like, extra large Dr. Pepper. And then they all walk out, and I guess live a happy life.
An ass.
Oh, what a
Holy
dad
shit.
move, dude.
I was like, damn, them kids got wrecked. Well, yeah, that was my little.
Did your dads never
adventure
do
into
any
reality.
like stuff like that?
I mean,
don't think so.
my
Not that
dad's
I can
pretty
remember, at
tame,
least.
yeah. I mean,
That just sounds hilarious to me.
he definitely did the classic, gave me some beer, like a little sip of beer, when it was just me and him and some of his bro friends. And I hated it, but other than that, not really.
No, yeah. Do y'all remember your first taste of beer?
Yeah, dude, it was in a Texas Roadhouse.
Just, yeah, I think my mom was the first one I like tried one of her, like a sip of her beer. It was awful.
Dude,
I was
right?
like, why do you guys drink this? And now I'm an adult, and
Drink it all the time. I know. I was like, I remember like he just let me have a single sip, and I like tried it and almost like puked on all the peanuts on the floor, And I was like, this is horrific. I'm never gonna drink. All right, This is disgusting. I'm gonna be a good Christian boy and not drink. And here I am.
I mean, mine was definitely like at the house probably, and I definitely didn't like it. But I don't know.
So what was
still don't really
the?
drink.
Because me and you, Brandon, we lived together when we were turning 21,
Yes.
and we had an unnamed person buy us alcohol before we were 21. I think we were like what,
Yes.
20 or something.
Yeah.
What did she buy us?
It was a fucking handle
It
of
was a
Jack Daniels.
Was it Jack Daniels or was it Jim
It
Beam?
was Jack. No, it was Jack Daniels. Jim Beam was the second one.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the one we didn't finish for like 2 years, but
Yes.
But I remember because we were talking like, what should we get? and you're like, oh, my brother just like drinks Jack Daniels out of the bottle straight. He says it's delicious, so we should get some Jack Daniels.
Yeah. And then
That's me,
proceeded
dude.
to.
I love Jack.
Me too. I
then
like it
proceeded
now.
I still do not.
I didn't like it then, that's for sure.
Dude, just like Jack on the rocks all day.
I still don't even like fucking just any whiskey.
Dude, what?
You gotta buy
Whiskey's
good
so
whiskeys.
good.
Brandon, you should go out and buy a bottle of Angel's Envy. Not just the normal bottle, but the one that's the finished rye. They finish it in rum casks. Bruh,
Mm-hmm.
it is so good. It's the best whiskey I've ever had in my entire life. It is $110 a bottle,
Jesus
but
Christ.
it is so good. And then if you don't like it, you can just give it to me. That's cool.
Okay, so here's the thing about $110 a bottle, right? So I've talked about what I do for a living, and
Yeah, construction.
yes, construction.
Gross.
I just glue everything together with jizz.
Gross. All right.
So it went from I would be done in March to I would be done after I finished 30 duplexes to 2 weeks.
Hell yeah, boy.
So June 23rd is my last day in Lubbock.
Fuck yeah.
I start in Odessa July 5th.
Fun stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
Hey man, why
Odessa
couldn't you have
sucks
convinced him to
ass.
send you to Dallas, dude?
right? I wish, but we already have shit going on in Odessa, and
Man,
yeah.
fuck Odessa.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, Odessa sucks ass.
So you're gonna be living in Odessa on the what? You said June 23rd is when you move?
Well, I'm moving that next week. My last day of work here is the 23rd.
I got you.
Nice. Oh yeah. But Brandon, you still have to build me a house first. You can't leave.
Ah,
You
ah.
just
Yeah,
sound so
so-
excited about it.
But yeah, so I'll be making the big boy bucks.
Yeah, dude. I mean, you better in fucking Odessa.
Oh yeah.
What?
It's expensive as hell over there.
Oh, I fucking know.
I don't know if it's much more expensive than Lubbock, because Lubbock's
It
a
is.
college town.
No,
Midland,
it
Odessa
is.
is bad.
So
Really?
Yeah,
for
it's
the
all the oil
equivalent
people.
for the equivalent house I'm renting here for $11.50, it's gonna cost me $2,000 a month.
It's
Shit.
bad, man.
Yeah.
It's expensive. Because again, it's all them oil companies coming in, just buying whatever they can for all their
Yeah.
people running their rigs.
Yeah. But
I just don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
you'll be
I know.
closer to family though.
slightly.
Shit, not my ass. Slightly. Lubbock's like what, 4 hours away? I think Odessa's only
Dude.
like 2.
No, Lubbock is 2 hours away from my family, and Odessa is like with construction about 2. So
So it's not bad, yeah.
about the
The
same.
same.
But Dad knows how to avoid all the fucking
State poopers.
well, all the construction. So I cut that down to about an hour 15.
Yeah, just zooming up in there.
Yeah.
Well, that's good, boy. Look at you moving up in the world.
Hell yeah, dude.
Hell yeah. And then there's the rest of us just kind of doing our own thing. It's fine. Well, so Nicholas, you got a promotion not too long ago, right?
Yes.
So boom, y'all both moving up in the world, except for me. Let's go.
Yeah, but you're working on it.
You're
You
talking
have
about
you have a career path at least.
Tro. But will
Better
it
than
work
being
out?
in college
Who
and being
knows?
broke, you know?
Yeah, fair. Being super broke, except I am still broke now, but just because, gas and rent going up and utilities going up and
Yep.
Somebody was like doing the math or some shit about it, and apparently gas is now to the point to where it's so expensive that if you do Uber Eats or stuff like that, you're actually losing money.
Yep.
Wait,
Like, or you're actually paying to
saving
deliver
money?
people their food.
Oh yeah, okay. I get what you're saying. You're saying
Right, you're
the
not making money.
drivers, yeah.
Yeah.
So from a customer standpoint, I would be saving money.
Yeah, kinda. No, really,
you're
you're just
still
making
paying
Uber
the
Eats or
same
the
thing.
company
Yeah,
movie
that's true. Yeah.
or money movie.
Yeah. So y'all ever use? I know Brandon does sometimes. Do y'all ever use
Yes.
Uber Eats a lot or Uber Eats, DoorDash, any of that jazz?
Oh, I don't. Well, I use Instacart, so I've stopped using Uber Eats and I've been just cooking nonstop lately.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, that's the thing. I used to like never use it. Like I was like, I'm not gonna do that. That's stupid. I'll just go drive. And then during like the pandemic and all that, I was like, nah, I'm just gonna get some DoorDash. It'll be fine. Yeah, I got bad about it there for a little while, but I don't anymore.
Yeah.
Only because I'm broke as hell.
The thing with it, I think is it's like super convenient.
I mean, it makes more
But
sense though in like Dallas, right? When
it
like the
depends.
closest restaurant's an hour away. That's an exaggeration, I know that, but like,
I was gonna say the closest restaurant's like just down the road.
yeah,
Yeah.
I have definitely Uber Eats like Canes, which is like 4 minutes from here. Like it's like 2 blocks away.
But it depends on what you drive. I feel like if Uber Eats is worth it, you know.
Yeah, that's true. My truck runs very badly, so
Yeah. I
Well,
mean,
like
if you
both.
drive a Tesla, fuck yeah, Uber Eats still. Well, as the driver.
oh yeah,
Like
yeah,
if
yeah.
you
Yeah.
Uber Eats in a Tesla, fuck yeah.
Oh yeah.
I actually looked up because I've been thinking about getting an older Nissan Leaf as a
Yeah.
daily.
Yeah.
And I looked up what the battery replacement cost is, and it's like like $5,500 or something like that. Right,
Yeah.
pretty expensive. And I
Yeah.
thought that until I looked up how much it costs to replace a Tesla, like Model 3,
Yeah.
their fucking bargain basement electric car battery. $16,000.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Man, Tesla is basically just the Apple of car companies.
Yeah, except worse build quality.
I mean,
Oh, yeah,
Apple's build
terrible. I
quality
mean-
isn't that great.
True. It's all just gimmicks, dude.
Yeah,
Oh,
It's
yeah.
all that
about
name brand.
all about looks and cool little what's the word I'm trying to think of? Like gimmicks. I'll just use gimmicks, but there was another word I was thinking of. But because Tesla's built like trash. They're pretty decent when it comes to like battery range and like stuff like that. They're not terrible at it, just like Apple. They're pretty decent at what they do. They're not great at it, but and then they charge you 4 times of what it's worth.
Yeah. No big deal.
Dumb.
It's fine.
Oh, so Nick,
Hmm.
I learned something interesting about the Atlas that I bought.
Yeah.
It has a motor that I've never heard of, seen, or worked on.
Yeah.
It's a VR6.
Yeah.
So
Because that's Volkswagen's solution to packaging. So you can
Yep.
get V6 power but like inline 4 size,
yep,
essentially.
yeah, it fucking wild to me. I never fucking heard of it until
What?
I
You never heard of the
fucking Googled it.
Wookiee, dude?
Nope, I had never.
Talk about Chewbacca, right?
Well, the VR6s make a Wookiee sound whenever, like, if you give them an exhaust.
Ooh.
I like the way they sound.
They sound great. I love them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, they're the. I ain't even gonna get into it.
See, if they could make a car that sounds like the Millennium Falcon booting up while it's going, I'd buy it.
But no, I found it super interesting because I was like, I've never heard, and apparently they've been around since the 20s, the 1920s.
Whoa, you're
Yeah, the
driving
design.
a Nazi car?
No.
If it's from the 20s, Brandon.
They
I
were
mean-
first made by a French company.
Volkswagen actually was created by the Nazis.
That's what I'm saying. So if your car was designed in the 20s,
because the Beetle was a
designed
Nazi
by
car,
Nazis.
and that Beetle was the first Volkswagen.
Was it
Yep.
really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, the Beetle was the first Volkswagen, and it was actually a German military vehicle.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I do they had like that like Beetle style like Jeep type thing, whatever I mean, it's just a Beetle, but
Well, they have the Volkswagen
Thing.
which is what you're talking about. It sounds like.
maybe. I mean, the one I'm
Yeah,
talking
it's
about
like
is
a-
just like a topless 4-door.
That's a VW
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ah,
Volkswagen thing.
interesting. So Brandon,
Yeah.
why do you support the Nazis?
Love them.
Flip it.
Brandon's just the guy. I want problems always.
Yes.
Oh, that
All
reminded
these
me.
problems.
Have you guys been watching The Boys season 3?
No. I
Because-
didn't watch season 1 or 2 either.
Bruh, The Boys is so good. You need to watch it. It's fantastic. So I have someone to talk to about it.
I've seen the first 2 seasons, but not the third one.
I think they're only on like episode 6 or something, but it's getting juicy.
Mm.
Definitely kind of intense.
Yeah, it's very. I really like, and it's not like a new thing. I would say it started with, man, I'm gonna say The Dark Knight, but I know that's not true. And some nerds will be like, actually, but like, I love dark superhero movies, like
Oh,
where
yeah.
the superheroes just absolutely obliterate people. Ooh, Watchmen. When did that come out? Movie, not the show.
I have no idea.
That was good.
Good,
Also,
no,
the show's really good. I didn't watch that either. But just like, especially The Boys and Invincible, I think, do it the best out of any of them. But The Boys, since it's like live action, just like watching people's heads explode and just like guts going everywhere, and the main character's just screaming. It's great. Am I a psychopath? Maybe.
A little bit.
It's fine. Brandon, you
Let
telling
me hear
me
this about you.
you don't want to watch people get cut in half by a laser baby?
I mean, now you got me
Laser
hooked.
baby.
Yeah, as a baby shoots lasers out of its eyeballs, just freaking cut some dudes in halves. You watch all their
Jesus.
intestines fall out.
Oh.
At one point, they like
Yo.
spear a boat into a whale, and they're just inside the whale.
Damn.
There's like having a heartfelt conversation next to its like dying heart as it's like slowly stops beating.
Oh.
It's good. It's a good
Wow.
show.
Wow.
You should
Wow.
watch it.
Wow.
Wow. Wow. What's
Yeah.
this?
Oh, wow.
You should definitely watch that because it's fantastic. You should also watch some animes. Spy Family, if you haven't, really good. The main
Yeah, I've
character,
heard about
the little
that one.
girl, name is Anya. She is adorable. There's some. It's like Skeleton in Another World or something. Skeleton Night in Another World, something like that. Another great anime still coming out at the moment. Man, you guys are falling behind on your media.
Yes.
I need to pick it up, so I'm not the
Well-
only one with all the knowledge of the world.
Yeah.
I just finished Cowboy Bebop though.
Ooh,
Oh,
that
wow.
was really good. Did you ever watch the live action version?
No. No anime should ever be live action. That's why they're anime.
Yeah, just any, yeah, like any animation, like cartoons, Japanese animation, American animation, any of it should not be cartoon. That's why the Avatar movie failed so badly. Because it
What
just
are you
looks
talking about, Jeremy?
stupid.
That was the best movie of
No,
all time.
it's so dumb. I mean, it's good in that it's so bad.
Yeah.
But the fact that it
It's-
came from such a masterpiece of a cartoon is just sad.
Oh, you're talking about that Avatar.
Yeah,
I
no,
was
no,
like,
no,
wait,
not
No.
Not Blue
Avatar the
People
Last
not blue
Avatar.
people.
Airbender.
I was
Yeah.
like, what?
No, Avatar: The Last
was
Airbender.
great, dude.
Okay, we'll get into this
Oh,
one.
no.
I actually don't think the original Avatar was that good. The Avatar, not the Last Airbender, the blue Avatar. It wasn't that
Really?
good. It was just like a stereotypical action movie. Like there was nothing special about it.
There's nothing stereotypical about a handicapped dude having his consciousness transferred into an alien life form.
That shit
And then,
I mean, they do
Like-
that with like mechs all the time, though. Like putting people into different bodies.
I don't know, that was the first
Name
movie I
another
saw that they
movie.
did that, though.
Name another movie.
Evangelion,
now.
the beginning of the end.
A movie, though, not an
That's a
anime.
movie. No, that's the movie.
No, that's an anime.
No, that's the movie of the anime.
Okay, so yeah, still an anime. Jesus
You've
Christ.
become spoiled to anime, Jeremy.
Well, but I mean, it's not like a new idea, though, right? Like it's
But
maybe
it's
you've
the
never
biggest
seen it.
version of the idea.
I
It's
mean,
definitely
I
the most over the top.
guess. So when was the last time y'all watched Avatar?
Been a
Like,
while, but I had a buddy
like,
watch it, and he said it
last year.
holds up.
it does hold up.
I don't know. I mean, it's like it's good and it does some interesting stuff, but it's not like I don't know. It just never seemed that interesting to me. Like I've seen it 100 times.
Can I just point out right now that we're all playing some like older games?
Are we all playing Bethesda games?
Brandon's playing New Vegas, you're playing Skyrim, and I'm playing Counter Strike.
Goddamn.
Aw, lame. You should.
So we're all playing like some older. I don't want to say old ass games, but like older games.
Older
Oh
games,
yeah.
Should play some Skyrim. No, great game. Man, well, we gotta finish our Avatar, and then I have something else I want to talk about. If we're talking about
I
games.
bet.
But
You're wrong, Jeremy. Avatar is great.
I mean,
Fuck you.
it's good. All right, it's the same argument I have with The Last of Us. The Last of Us is a
I
good
feel that
game.
though. The
It's a
Last
good
of Us is a good game, but it's a fucking. It's just such a wore out concept.
Yeah, exactly. That's the point.
But Avatar isn't a wore out concept. I've
It's
never
a
seen
wore-out
another like movie
concept.
that does that.
I mean, maybe not in America, but you guys just aren't as
Right.
cultured as I am.
Okay.
So.
Fucking fuck you.
You uncultured swine.
But no, like
Bitches.
the fucking what's the cartoon? Not Code Lyoko. Oh, I'm thinking of
What?
Code
Danny
Lyoko.
Phantom?
No, not Danny Phantom. There's
Chalk
some.
Zone.
Maybe no, but there's some not
That was
anime,
a
some
bomb-ass
cartoon that was around like the time of all of like Jimmy Neutron, all that shit. That did that. Like they would just like teleport into other bodies.
Mm,
I
I don't know, man. I don't know. You're high.
I have no fucking clue what you're thinking of.
I don't either.
remember it. I don't know, but okay. But let me then throw this at you though. So you're saying the only redeeming quality of Avatar is that they had that one new concept?
Yeah,
Because I
bro,
mean,
it's
like,
it's an interesting story.
is it though?
Yeah, I like
The
it.
story is, hey, those people have some cool stuff. Let's go steal it and kill them. Like that's a worn out story.
But yeah, Jeremy, you're just so fucking contrarian about this.
I mean, it's just it is. It's the exact same way I feel about Last of Us. Everyone's like, "Oh, it's so amazing. Best video game ever made. The story's
I'm not
so
saying
good."
It's the
The
best
gameplay's
movie that's
ever so
been
good.
made.
But like, it's really not that much different than anything else. I don't know why it has such a critical acclaim that it does.
Because of the fact of the fucking technological advancement that was made in that
All right,
movie.
yeah, you got me there.
That still
Okay,
holds
okay. Whenever
You got me
Brandon
there.
does it, it's not as
into
fucking funny. Okay.
2022.
When was Avatar released? It's like,
Like
Uh,
2011.
I don't know. We have
that
computers
right?
right here and
yeah, but I'm
phones.
gaming.
Yeah, we have phones. I have no idea though.
I want to say it was like
I want
2012,
to say 2011.
2011, somewhere in there.
2009.
Oh
Oh
shit!
wow. So
Okay.
It holds up for the
It
time
does.
it came out.
I mean, yes.
Jesus.
Graphic wise, okay. But
Also,
also,
part of its critical acclaim is the fucking.
I mean, yeah, that's fine if you want to talk about, because that was one of those that really like pushed motion capture. Like it was like, I don't think it was definitely wasn't the first, but it like they what was the thing that they used like 100 different cameras or something from all sorts of angles to like do all this shit or whatever. I remember watching some thing about it, which that's cool. You know, the technology of it is cool, but the movie is just kind of.
You don't like blue people sex though, Jeremy?
I mean, I've
It
watched
wasn't even
that scene every
sexually
night, but you know, yeah, that's
Dead
the,
ass wasn't even sex. They just
that's
tied
the
their
other
hair
part.
together,
Yeah,
dude.
Brandon, they blue balled me.
That's alien sex.
Can we also talk about the fact that if that's how they have sex, anytime they ride any
fuck
animal,
the
they're
animal.
fucking it?
The animal. Yeah,
Yeah, true.
it's, you know.
It raises more questions than it answers.
Well, but you see, actually, the hair thing isn't a sexual thing. It's just about connecting with something. So they're just connecting with each other and then engaging in sexual activities. All right,
Why do they moan though?
because they're fucking with their hair. They're not fucking because their hair is connected. They're fucking with their hair connected.
Such a weird. That it was such a weird thing that they even did that.
Yeah, it was very weird, but
A bit.
Have y'all seen? It's some fucking show, but this girl has some kind of like vagina hole on like where like on like the side of her torso, and like it's the scene where this dude like starts like fingering it and like fisting it and shit, and she's like really, they're like getting into it, dude.
Oh,
And
is
it
that-
is the most
is that the
fucking weird thing.
new Cronenberg movie, Crimes of the Future?
No, it's some show. It's some show. I think I think it has animal something in it in the name. I can't remember.
Kind of
But
weird
it was this
porn are you watching?
popular like it was this popular TikTok thing going on or going around where people are like don't watch or if you want to see how like non like grossed out you are, how hard it is to gross you out, watch this scene. And I was watching it and I was like, okay, I mean I can handle that, but like what the hell?
Yeah, it's a little fucked.
Mm-hmm. It's the weirdest shit. Yeah, this girl has like a vagina hole on her side, and the dude just starts fucking fingering and fisting the shit out of it.
Are you talking about The Boys season 2 where the Deep, who is basically Aquaman but has gills on his side, gets
No.
finger fucked?
No, but it's similar. It's similar, but it's way worse. Like a dude almost goes elbow deep in this lady's torso.
Gross.
Oh my god, yeah. I'm telling you, they like get into it. I'm like, whoa. She does nothing for him though. She does absolutely nothing for him. Like he just fists her torso hole, and she gets off, and then she does absolutely nothing for him.
But
I'm like,
he gains pleasure from pleasuring others. All right, he's just a giving lover.
couldn't be me.
Could it possibly be brand new cherry flavor?
Yep.
Doesn't have animals in it.
No, yeah, I was wrong. I will admit it.
Oh, so you know, Jeremy.
No, wait. No, he said the name of the show had animal something in it.
I mean, there's a dead cat on this picture, so.
That's not the title. God damn it. Anyway, what's it about? Like, is the whole point of the show that they fist each other's chest cavities?
I have no idea. I only watched that one scene. I didn't want to watch any more of
See,
it. I was
now
after
I
I
wanna
saw that
watch the
one
rest of
scene,
it.
I was like, no, I saw that little bit, and I was just like, yeah, you know what? This isn't for me.
Never mind.
I'm not the target audience.
Who
On
is the
Netflix.
target audience, though?
Right?
No, Netflix can't be that bad. Come on.
It's not like
Oh.
I mean, it's technically not a vagina, and it's technically like there's no blood or anything. So, but you can tell there's arousal.
I can't actually find a picture of it.
One of the side vagina.
Yeah.
God, that's weird. People make some weird shit. Like
Dude, right?
the new know if it's even out yet, but the new Cronenberg movie, they're like takes place in like the future or something, and it's illegal to evolve, and but this one dude like his body just grows new organs all the time, and so then him and his wife like uh put on underground criminal shows where she uses a robot to dissect him and cut the organs out and then like tattoos them and shit. And then like pain in this world is the same thing as pleasure, so they're all just getting off on it. I don't know, it's weird.
Sounds hot.
Sounds like a good time, right? Sounds like something
Yeah,
I'd
I
watch
guess
on my
so.
Tuesday night.
Oh yeah.
I mean, hey, like we discussed last week, I like watching weird shit, but there's a limit, alright?
Oh hey, it has that girl from Parks and Rec in it.
Oh, which one?
Blonde hair or brown hair?
No, brown hair.
I don't fucking remember her
The
name at
Andy's
all.
girlfriend.
Yeah.
Aubrey Plaza.
Yes.
Oh, her? Okay,
Yeah.
I thought you were talking
Yeah.
about other brown hair, the nurse girl.
Oh no.
Nah, she's hot too. Though.
I
I mean, I'm just saying.
mean,
I
fair
think
enough.
it's her.
lie.
I'm not sure.
Looking at it, doesn't that tell you who's in it?
Well, I'm watching.
You don't know what Aubrey Plaza looks like?
I do, but it's only showing like little bits.
That's all you need to see is little bits, bro.
That's all you need.
Yo.
She's also generic white girl, so sometimes they.
Shit, she ain't
it's
generic in my heart.
It's not her.
Aubrey Plaza, she's number one in my mind, number one in my heart, dude.
I don't know, she seems bitchy.
I don't care. Don't care.
Like, I'll let her step on
about
me,
it.
alright? Well,
Oh yeah. Let her stick her toes up my nose.
What? Alright. I mean, you know.
This is not a show I want to watch.
No,
Now
dude,
it's a
it's
show I
it's
watch.
that's what I said.
It's a horror show.
Oh
I'm
really?
about it.
Yeah.
It was one of those things I saw, and I was just like, you know what? I am not the person they're trying to get to watch this. Very obvious.
Yeah. Do y'all watch a lot of horror? Do y'all enjoy horror?
No. I do not.
Not really. I always get like really fucked up after I watch any kind of horror, anything.
No, like start like imagining shit.
Yeah, well, I always get paranoid, like super paranoid.
Ah.
Someone's gonna like break into my fucking house and shit, or like there's gonna be something creepy. Like I go to the bathroom and I look in the mirror and there's something like in the shower, like peeking around the curtain, just staring at me. I would shit. I would immediately just shit my pants and die.
Alright, you got it. From now on, I'm gonna come scare Nicholas at his house.
I was waiting for you to just stop it. From now on, I'm gonna come.
I'm gonna come.
No, I wouldn't do that. But no, like, cause I don't like horror. Like, not because
I don't either.
it like scares me, but because much like Avatar, it's just also boring.
That's fair.
I just want to watch, especially like psychological horror. I'm all for because that shit's cool as hell. But just like regular horror, that's mostly jump scares and just like people screaming. Like I was watching Scream the other day. God, that movie sucks.
Oh my god.
Which I just, triggered so many cinema fans right there, but it's so bad.
How dare you? Talking trash.
It is, because all it is there's a creepy voice on phone and then, jump scare! And you're like, oh, alright. Again, my basic premise is that I'm just so much better at everything than everybody.
Yeah, no.
Your taste is so much more
that's
elevated
so
than ours.
Refined.
Bro, I found
help
like
being
the
a cuck.
start of that scene, and she like took her robe off, and I was done. It's over. I'm not
Yeah,
watching it.
Brandon's like grossness, ability to handle grossness like that is so much less than mine.
Yeah.
Like normally, usually on certain things.
No,
Man, I
literally,
know
I
you've
just
seen some fucked
saw
up
the.
shit. All right.
Oh no, I have, and it's fucked me up.
Scars him for life.
But that I literally just like saw just the hole, and I was like, nope, I'm done.
Like, who?
Not
That-
watching that.
That is, I don't like body horror. So like
Yeah.
the Saw franchise, like I can watch it, but it's just like, why? Like, why would you? Why? It's not scary. It's just gross. Like,
Oh, like people who have to hurt themselves to like accomplish
yeah, like
things or something
they're
like
like
that.
cutting their arms off and digging their eyeballs out, and just the whole time I'm just like cringing because it looks so painful, and I'm like, why?
Yeah. I just don't enjoy the feeling of being scared. Just
That's
in
fair.
general. So I'm like, there's no point to me watching those.
Man, I do
Brandon's like,
remember
I
one
don't enjoy
time.
being spooked.
I
I
remember
also
one
got
time, Brandon.
fucked up because I watched I Am Legend way too young.
Dude, okay.
And I Am Legend wasn't
Same!
even scary to me.
No, okay,
No!
same.
But it fucking scared the fuck out of
Dude,
little
that-
kid Brandon.
That fucking scene where he's in the underpass and he's like flashing the light looking for his dog.
Yeah.
That whole time I was just like, get out, fucking leave, fuck the
Yeah.
dog, get out of there.
Yeah. And then it like pops up to like they're all huddled.
Yeah,
in a
they're all
fucking circle
sleeping.
And it's like, oh
You're
no,
like, run.
done.
And then the
I
dog
was
dies
really sad
anyways.
when the dog
I can
dies.
watch-
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like I can watch that movie now because A, I already know what's coming. B, it's not that bad now.
I mean, you're
Yeah.
a grown adult now. Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope I Am Legend doesn't scare you.
Dude, it's so
But, like-
interesting that those kind of things like that terrified you as a child. You're like, yeah, normal stuff.
Well, you know, in 2007, I was like, what, 11?
Yeah, little baby Brandon.
And we watched it.
What a
like,
pussy, dude.
way-
You couldn't handle I Am Legend at 11.
And you could.
Yeah, bro. Oh, I was fearless at that age. I'm just kidding. No. It just didn't. I don't know. Zombies never really scared me though.
Technically, those are vampires.
Vampires never scared me either.
Yeah, true.
Technically, they're hemophiles.
You know
Yeah,
what did
vampires.
always scare me for like the longest time though?
Hmm.
The Tarzan.
Really? Like the
Yes.
What the
the
fuck?
cartoon?
Yeah. Yeah.
The seed
like
where
the
he's
animated-
fighting the fucking panther or whatever?
Nope, not even that. It was the gorillas. Whenever the gorilla would like roar or like beat his chest and
Oh,
stuff, I was
yeah,
always
big
like,
dude.
hell no. Yeah, like I don't remember his name, but the biggest gorilla, I was always like, oh no, I do not. I never liked any of that. I was like, ugh.
Like the
Spooky.
moment when the big gorilla on Tarzan fucking goes, ooh, ooh, ooh. Hell no.
hell no. But when
well,
like the
that's-
lady arrives in the camp, dude, hell
Oh,
yes.
Hell yeah.
Jane? Is that her name? What's her fucking name?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's Jane.
God, that
I think
movie
so.
was Weird. She
Uh,
basically fucks an animal, if we're to believe.
I mean, basically.
yeah, pretty
Basically.
much.
And if you can
know
argue that
what-
even if he's not an animal, he's the mindset of a 5-year-old. So like,
But well, also
So-
like he can't smell good. There's
God,
he must
no. Oh,
smell
God, no.
100%. He smells like a gorilla.
he has a
And he's
bathe
got to
in
be
her life.
uncircumcised too. So
Dang.
dude, the
Oh,
dick,
no.
the head cheese, the
Oh,
dick cheese,
no.
dude. Oh.
No, Tarzan.
No.
Oh.
Oh. So on the note of like childhood cartoons, like
I'm gonna say childhood dick
frightening
cheese.
you. Oh god. I never super liked the snake in the Jungle Book.
Dude, yeah.
It creeped
Oh
That
yeah,
was
right.
creepy as fuck.
Yep. Yeah, he
Yeah.
was super creepy. I hated him.
He's got those like hypno eyes.
Yeah.
I mean, but I feel like he was meant to creep you out, though.
Well, yeah, but it's just like, why? This is
This
a movie for children.
Right? And that's why
Stop
I
scaring
hate
me.
snakes.
Jeremy's like,
Dude, another movie that always scared me as a kid. So much so that I don't think I've ever watched it completely, even now, but now just because it looks stupid as fuck, is The Never-Ending Story.
I don't think I've ever watched it.
The one with the fucking giant Falcor, the fucking white dragon dude.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
all Muppets.
I never watched that, but I've seen like little clips of it and stuff.
Dude, it scared the fuck out of me. There's one scene where he's with his horse. What's his fucking horse's name? It's like
Oh yes, horse.
Atreus or Artrius or Artorius or some garbage like that. And they're in a swamp and he like gets thrown, but then the horse is being swallowed by quicksand. So he's just like on the edge of the quicksand pit, like trying to pull the rein, like screaming as the horse is just like drowning in sand, basically. Horrifying.
I can see why you
right?
fucking hate that movie.
It's horrifying.
Jesus Christ, that fucking dragon
Dude,
thing is fucking
Falcor? Yeah. He's scary as fuck. I don't think his name
like
is
a-
Falcor. What's his name?
dog dragon.
Yeah.
He was like I think I've seen it because it wasn't like a cartoon, right?
No, it was
No,
all
it's
puppets.
live action.
It was all
Right, yeah,
puppetry.
I swear I think I've seen like a bit of it at Noah's house maybe because like they always watch way different way different shit than my family ever did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we always just like watched westerns and like real basic like Michael Bay movies and shit like that.
Yeah.
But Noah's family was always like super like cultured.
Artsy.
Yeah,
shit.
artsy
Much
fartsy
like
and
me.
shit.
What?
No, absolutely not.
Falcor. Hey Brandon, I've seen Ouija Shark, okay? So like
Oh,
culture.
hell yeah. But here's the fucked up thing, right?
Mhm.
Is I Am Legend scared me. The snake in fucking Jungle Book made me super uncomfortable. I watched fucking Tremors growing up though, and I had
Same.
no problem with it.
What's that?
The one with the
Tremors?
snakes, the
The
underground
big
worms,
and then
Never saw it.
and the hillbilly with all the
Oh.
guns.
Bro, you know
Oh,
one movie that
Bert.
fucked me up for the longest time? Like, I mean, it really messed me up. Was Eight-Legged Freaks.
Oh,
yeah, I've
God.
never seen that.
Oh, dude, the one with the spiders, the massive spiders just everywhere. They like overrun some kind of I think a city or the world or something.
Hmm.
And dude, hate. Oh man, I hated that. I'm not even afraid of spiders.
Just giant spiders.
Yeah, I never saw. I may have saw Tremors like a long ass time ago, but only once. So
I
I don't
saw it.
remember.
I
at all.
remember.
Oh, there's a bunch of them, and I have watched every single one of them. I still love that movie franchise.
I mean, it's good. Those fucking weird ass worm things. God, that was a weird. It's like the graphics on it are like Sharknado level, so it's like
They're not great, but I fucking love that movie.
Fucking Sharknado, dude. I still can't believe that franchise has has lasted as long as it has.
yeah, it's only because it's a joke. Like, it's
Yeah.
meant to be stupid.
Yeah, it's meme to hell.
Yeah, I mean the only part of any of them I've seen is like there's a dude who had his arm bitten off by a shark, so now he has a chainsaw arm. And
Oh, yeah.
he like the Sharknado's coming and it launches a shark at him and he just like holds his chainsaw up and a shark just gets like cut in two.
Even though that's not at all how that would work in real
Yeah,
life.
right.
Like his arm would just the whole chainsaw would just go with
Yeah, just
the
get
shark.
ripped off. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
There's
hilarious.
7 Tremor movies.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah.
Have I never seen like one of these?
I mean,
I don't
honestly, like
You need to watch
you
them.
get the
They're
gist
great.
after the first one.
But they're great. I love the scene where he's baiting the one with the RC car and blows it up.
Oh yeah.
Bert's my favorite character. Bert's my life goal. I just want to be Bert.
Spirit animal.
Please don't.
Yeah.
Please don't.
Why not?
God, that is like So he's so stereotypical, like Southern hillbilly.
Well, that's what I want to be.
You can do better, Brandon.
I want to hole up in the mountains with a bunch of guns.
I mean, Brandon's got the look already.
True,
Yeah.
true.
Here,
But,
here we go.
you know, don't.
Send
Do
y'all a
it.
picture
Dude.
of
Live out
Bert.
your dreams, your childhood dreams.
That's Bert.
I mean, like
Bert
the
looks cool,
corner of him. Oh no, that's just my fucking thing covering.
Jackass.
Like, I have the friends list opened on Discord, so it's like
Yeah.
cutting off half the picture.
Nice.
How is the friends list cutting off half? Wait, what?
I have my Discord snapped to like half of one monitor, so it's
Oh,
pretty
I see.
small.
Schmall.
Small, yes,
Lethal.
very little.
Here's the best 15 Tremors quotes. We plan ahead. That way we don't do anything right now. Earl, explain it to me. Or Earl explained it to me. I can't believe we said no to free beer.
I mean, I agree with that one. So
Hey guys, I think I found the ass end. Run for it. Hold on. Run for it. Running's not a plan. Running's what you do once the plan fails.
Man, I don't know. That's just one of those movies that just it was bad, but it was good.
Here's a nice Bert quote for you. I wouldn't give you a gun if it were World War III. I remember this scene fucking like clearly. He's just like, it's Bert just going fucking absolutely batshit crazy with all of his guns. And then it just goes click, click, click. And he says, I am completely out of ammo. That's never happened to me before. I'm a masterpiece of self-destruction.
God, Brandon, the fact that your dream is to be like him, sad dream. And Brandon, you do so much better.
How?
I mean, you could like, just not be Bert, and then basically you're good. Like, that's better.
You can't tell me that you wouldn't love being fucking up on a mountain by yourself, just doing whatever the fuck you want, and have a bunch of guns. You hate people.
I mean, yeah, I'm fine with up there being by myself. I only need like 1 or 2 guns.
Nah.
Nah.
Brandon's over here like never too many.
Never too many.
I mean, maybe too many.
How do you guys feel about them like talking about wanting to raise the minimum age to buy a rifle to 21?
Fantastic.
All about it.
Yeah, I'm cool with that too.
I'm surprised it hasn't been done already.
Yeah, like how can you have to be 21 to own a pistol but not a rifle?
Yeah.
Like, that makes no sense to me at all.
Yeah.
Maybe I mean I'm not the smartest person in the world, but like I'm also not an idiot. So
Right.
I mean I am an idiot. Don't listen to
Not
anything I
compared
say.
to most, all right.
I mean,
honestly, yeah.
the other side of that is you can also own a shotgun at
18.
I think you can. Well, I think you can buy them at 16.
I don't think so. I think it's 18 as well.
Did they change it? I know.
I think it's all long guns are 18.
Ah.
I don't know.
I think. I'm not 100%. Don't
Still
quote
too
me
young.
on that.
The children don't need guns.
I mean, fuck. I don't know, because like people always bring up, oh, well, the guns are to defend against a tyrannical government. And I'm like, yeah, but what about like whenever COVID was happening, and there were people out protesting, and the cops just showed up shooting unarmed civilians with rubber bullets, and then shooting people with rubber bullets that were just standing on their front porches because they wanted them inside.
Yep.
Like, was that not tyrannical enough for you? Like,
Yeah.
What is it? What is it gonna take? Like, do we have to wait for the tanks to start rolling through the streets, or like, I'm confused.
Pretty much, yeah.
Because like,
fuck, China's doing that, and they're actually protesting about it, and it's not going well for them.
no, of course it's not. But I
It's-
mean, I'm totally of the mentality if the government tries to take my guns, I'm gonna tell them fuck off, and if they want to take them, they're gonna have to kill me. But
yeah.
that's because I don't have any kids or any family or anything like that. I don't give a shit if I die. Like I'm not aiming to die, but if it comes down to it, I mean, I have a God-given right to own a firearm if, we're gonna have a military.
I thought you don't believe in God?
I'm a faith, sir, so I believe in a higher power, but I don't claim to know what it is.
Fair.
All right.
Agnostic.
Not really, because
That's literally
I mean-
the definition of agnostic.
Yeah.
That there
I
is a
guess
God,
so, then, yeah.
but no one can know who or what it is.
yeah, it's just that I don't know. Anytime I try to say that, people always take it with a negative connotation. Like
Well, I mean,
anybody who's
yeah.
religious is always like, "So you're an atheist?" I'm like, "No, what?" But you don't believe in God. I was like, "I believe in a God. I don't know if you're right about it being about like what you think is God."
Yeah, fair. That's the thing. That's the whole point of being agnostic. Is no one
Yeah,
can
yeah.
know.
Also, I don't like labels, sir.
Well, too bad I'm labeled. You, so eat
Go
my
fuck
ass.
yourself.
Everyone gets labeled, and you can deal with it.
Well, even the group of people that don't like being label themselves,
Yeah, they're
and they
not
get mad if you don't
labelers.
call them by their label.
Yeah.
It's really funny to me. That shit cracks me up. The whole alphabet gang, how they're like, we don't like labels, but we're gonna label ourselves, and if you don't call us our label, we're gonna get pissed. Like, well, I am so confused.
Yeah, people just.
I'm just gonna-
Everybody
stupid.
is.
I'm just gonna call you, hey.
Yep. Your name is now Hey. I will never call you by your name. You will never get a like sign of respect from me. You will be Hey or Hey bitch or
Bitch is a label, Brandon.
bitch is a female dog.
Yeah, but
Exactly.
excuse me, I've never mind. I'm not gonna get into this.
Anyways, you will be Hey. If you ever
Yeah.
correct me on something like that, your name is now Hey.
Well, it's fine if they do it politely, right? Because I had this incident in Starbucks where this person walked up and they put down their purse, and they had fingernail polish on and like a pretty outfit on and stuff. And I said, and they were like, I hadn't looked at them yet, and I was like, "What? How can I help you, ma'am?" And I looked up, and it was a dude with a beard, and I was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." And he was like, "Oh, it's okay. I like to think I'm pretty." And I was like, "Cool."
Like, sweet, you
Like,
do
he
you, bro.
didn't-
Good
He didn't
for
freak
you.
out. If they didn't freak out or whatever, it wasn't like a whole issue. It was just like shit happens, right? Like I didn't
And-
look at your face, and how the fuck am I gonna know that?
And that's the way it should be, right? Is if you've never met a person in your life, you've never seen them, you've never interacted with them, you didn't know they exist, and you say say you're walking into a door behind them or whatever, or they're standing in the way with their back facing you.
Yeah.
If they look like a woman and you say, "Excuse me, ma'am," and they turn around and get pissed off because you called them ma'am, how fucking big is their fucking ego to think everybody in the world should know that I don't like being called ma'am, I'm they? Like,
Well, but it's also, you have to think about it from their perspective and the fact that they've probably been they could have started out that way.
Mislabeled.
Yeah, they could have started out very polite about it, like, yeah, I prefer to be called sir. And then some jackass is just being an absolute dick about it for no reason, and so now they're bitter because other people made them bitter. So,
Right, but if you go by that logic, though, every relationship that has failed will cause you to be a terrible person to everyone else that you date in the future.
yeah.
I mean, yeah, but that kind of happens a lot.
But there should be some sense of something that tells them this person doesn't know me. They've never met me. Like, you just say okay and go on with your life because you'll likely never fucking see them again.
But exactly.
Yep.
You'll never see them again, so why not make them regret their decision? They're a stranger. Why should I?
Why make them regret their decision?
Because they're a stranger. Why should I care about their opinions or feelings?
But they're a stranger, so why should they care about your thoughts or feelings?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying, though, Brandon, is that it goes both ways. So
you're
we're all
saying
saying the same thing.
No, we're not. Because you're saying if somebody makes an honest mistake in a quick judgment decision, you're saying that other person should fucking make them feel absolutely miserable and pissed off about something that's not a big deal.
See,
Well, it's not a big deal to you, but to them it may be.
Well,
yeah.
But in the greater scope of things, is it gonna ruin your life if somebody mistakenly says that to you? If they've never met you in your entire life? Like, yeah, I get it. If you know who they are, you recognize them, you maybe not know each other well, but you know enough about them, like, yeah, if they make that mistake, then you could be like, hey, dude, what the fuck, you know me. But if it is a complete perfect stranger and they make an honest mistake, you're saying that the person they made the mistake towards should regret everything they've ever said in their entire life because of one mistake.
Well, but how do you know it's an honest mistake? Like, if a stranger came up to me and, like, walked up to me, and since I have long hair, was like, hey, you a woman? How do I know?
In no case did I say that, Jeremy.
Well, I know, Brandon.
In my situation that I laid out for y'all is somebody has their back turned and you walk up behind them and you knead around them and you say, excuse me, ma'am, because they look like a woman. All you have seen is the back of them.
Yes.
That is an honest mistake. If they look like a woman, there's no way to know that there's a fucking dick in front of that.
Yeah.
How do you expect me to know what they want to be called?
Fair. But, I mean, also, again, you have the person you're talking to has no idea that you're making an honest mistake. Like, you walk up and go, excuse me, ma'am. No matter how you say it, there can be bad intentions behind it. They don't know. So, yes, granted, they probably shouldn't fly off the handle at you, but I also don't think there's a reason for you to just immediately treat strangers as if they're completely innocent.
Well, and I'm not saying that. I'm saying in an honest mistake. There is innocence in that. Because you don't know everybody in the fucking world, Jeremy.
Exactly.
Do you know what everybody in the world wants to be called?
Okay, but see, Brandon, that's the
so
that's
how
what I'm
is it not
saying.
an honest mistake?
Because you don't know them. You don't know what they know about you. You don't know what judgments they've made about you. You don't know what they've seen you doing. They could have heard someone else call you sir. They could have heard someone else call you ma'am. You don't know anything about them, like you're saying. So it could be innocent. It could also not be innocent. You don't know.
I mean, of course you don't know. But why the fuck make a big point of going out of your way to fucking correct somebody on even something that could possibly be an honest mistake?
See, that's the part where I start going back and forth on it, because yeah, like, you should I think, being a generally passive and nice person, that yeah, you should be at least portray like a emblem of respect and politeness to people, right? But
some human decency.
Yes, but if you've like it just varies. It depends on every situation. If you've been experienced like just nothing but bullying for it, just people being absolute shitheads, especially like down here in the South, right, where it's very common that people are bigoted towards that kind of stuff. It's just the truth. More common than not. Maybe not anymore, but a lot of times people are coming up to you and saying shit like that, being condescending. You know, they give you the sweet Southern lady voice, like, "Oh, sweetie, you're a pretty lady," you know, like. So it's hard to justify it either way because you would need the experiences of both people.
You,
Even arguing at
Basically,
this point, I'm confused.
Jeremy, you're not arguing the same point I'm arguing at all. Because I'm not saying you're going and interacting with this person. So what I'm saying
but
is
just
you're at a
saying anything to them
so,
is interacting. And let me
You
throw
guys-
this at you, Brandon.
Your example that you just made is having them, you turn them around and saying, "Oh, you're a pretty lady." I'm saying you're like, say they're at a spot in the grocery store and you need to grab something from around them,
Yeah.
and you say, "Excuse me, ma'am."
Okay.
That's all you say to them.
But now let me throw this at you. Why do you have to say ma'am at all? Why can't you just say excuse me?
Well, we were raised to
Because
say
I'm
yes,
I know
sir,
we
no,
were,
ma'am.
but we were also
Because I was
raised that black
raised to
people are
say
lesser
that?
human beings. I mean, we weren't raised that way, but people were raised that way, so why should we follow tradition?
That's fair. You know, I mean, it's just trying to be polite, though, right? Like, I think if there's
Yeah.
no ill intent behind it, then for someone else to react with ill intent, it's kind of, you know, it's just one of those things that it can be a shock, and then you know, some people can react to the same exact way as well, but it's not right.
Yeah,
I don't
no,
know.
that's fair.
I don't think the
Jeremy's
initial
taking my
reaction from
situation.
anybody should be like negative right off the gate. Even if somebody's being derogatory towards you, it's kind of one of those things. Don't stoop to their level, like for me at least, which is easier said than done in almost every instance, right? But it's one of those things. You know, there's a lot of I feel like childishness if on the whole on most interactions with in that situation specifically.
Yeah.
Where you have people who just are so like opinionated about it and their opinion is absolutely correct, where they don't even want to like wait and think about the whole situation for a second.
Yeah.
They just instant react, like gut reaction, and so I think that's not exactly the best way to handle it. Which
Yeah,
I mean, you
probably
know,
not.
humans are emotional beings, so it's kind of hard to say, "Oh, don't freak out." But you know, I mean,
Yeah.
if somebody, because if you do have a history of like your only interactions with that, like in that experience, is negative, where people are just always shitty to you, then yeah, of course you're going to be kind of predisposed to be pissed off.
Yeah, and that's kind of my whole argument is that, like, yeah, in that situation, you walk up behind them, say, "Excuse me, ma'am," grabbing around them. They probably shouldn't get angry at you, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But again, you don't know what they've gone through. You don't know how much shit they've experienced even that day. Yes, they shouldn't go off on you, but if they do go off on you, like Dick was saying, humans are emotional. It happens. But you could also then be the bigger person, go, "Sorry," walk off.
Yeah, that's usually what I like. I've never had that happen to me, to be honest. Which I think is another like thing, right? I feel like it's kind of become a bit of a bloated issue. Not saying it's not important, right? I'm not saying it's because to me, I try to treat everyone with respect, and I don't like to have any enemies, and I don't like to have anybody not like me. Which I know that a lot of people think that's like a bad way of going about life,
I don't
because
think so.
then you know. But I feel like it's become kind of a bloated issue to where like it affects such a minority of people that yeah, it's not really. There are way worse things happening in life.
Yeah, it's like it's the loud minority. Like you
Yeah, and
hear
of
the
course, like
4 or 5 crazy stories, but they've happened maybe like once in the past year. So I mean, they do happen, yes, but not as often or as big of a deal as some people make it out to be.
yeah, and I've still like it's an issue, right? Like it's not something that should just be ignored. But I mean, I don't feel like it should be as big of a like it's not. It shouldn't be like a mainstream media thing, like the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial. That should
Yeah.
have not been like as big of a thing as it was. But of course,
It's
I
because it's
personally think
celebrities.
I think it's a distraction
Fair.
for the average
course.
populace, which it works obviously because there's big problems going on in society that just nobody's even aware of because they're so into the drama and the fucking bullshit of celebrities that doesn't affect their lives whatsoever. Right? Like
Yeah.
people care more about the petty bullshit that's dramatic and exciting rather than the actual real life shit that can affect your daily life.
Yeah.
That's true.
Just because that stuff's boring, right? I mean, we're not gonna deny that shit's fucking boring.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to sit here and talk about politics all day. I mean, some people will, but I'm and yeah, I just try to treat everyone with respect, no matter what the situation is.
Yeah.
But that's a little easier for me to say because I have had a pretty easy going life.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
You know, I haven't had instances of people just being like a whole group of people just being mean to me.
Yeah, and I definitely agree that yeah, you should just generally be nice to people. It's kind of a weird way to think about it, but I see respect towards other people almost as like a numerical value. Like 0 being I'm indifferent to you, 100 being I fully respect you, negatives being I fucking hate you. Everyone starts out at like a 10, right? Like
Yeah, there's a
just
base
a
general
little bit of
respect.
respect, right?
Hmm.
And then if you say anything wrong to me, it immediately goes to like -50.
But I just
You're like
feel
immediate
like
hate.
you're,
Yeah, immediately.
yeah,
Dead
no,
to me.
I just feel like Jeremy, you're arguing to give them warrant to go off on strangers for mistakes made. Because
Again, it depends
there's
on the
no,
situation and the people in the situation.
but there's still no logical reason to go off on a perfect stranger because they said one word wrong to you.
Well, but also humans
You
aren't
could,
logical.
well, I know, but could be as simple as I prefer to be called this, and usually the other person will say, "Oh, sorry," and just go about their fucking life. You go about your fucking life.
Hmm.
Yeah, fair enough. But again, why can't you just say
And
excuse me?
then, well, and I can, but as my raising, it's just a general fucking thing.
I mean, yeah, that's fair, but shouldn't we
Because
try to overcome general certain things if it can make anybody's life just even slightly better and cause you no inconvenience?
You know what I think is
sure.
really, really interesting about this conversation is I think we're starting to get to that age to where our way of thinking is outdated.
Honestly, yeah, I think, dude, the like traditions and mindset change every 10 years. Like,
Right? But I think we're hitting that age range to where society is starting to move on from the way we were raised, which it makes sense because we are. I mean, I'm a elder Gen Z, like because I think Gen Z's or millennials end in '96.
yeah,
Yep.
I think I'm like the
So
last month of millennials.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, and that's the to wrap it into politics. We're going all over the place today, but man, people's mindset changes so fast. How could you have 70-year-olds in the White House?
Running the fucking country, people who have no idea how
Dude,
the
yeah.
current population, like
I
the
don't understand it.
current youth, even
Like,
think.
The youth and their emojis and they're living in they're on the talks.
Emojis. The tickety talks.
Let's do is it Lord of the Flies where they put a bunch of kids on an island and like make them fight to the death or something? Is that Lord of the Flies? What am I thinking of? I don't know. But basically, let's put all the children in charge of the government. That'll go well.
Definitely shit. Honestly, yeah, I think a lot of society's problem is people live too fucking long.
Yeah. Well, so to take it off, heated topics. Do you think we'll ever
I'm
get
chilling.
if we ever get to the point where we do make like pretty much make us immortal.
Yeah, we're actually, they're saying within the next like 50-ish
Yeah.
years,
I mean, at
we
the
should
rate
be able
technology
to.
is, advancing.
Well, we should be able to artificially create organs.
Yeah. So, like, but once we become immortal, how do you think they're going to handle that when it comes to, like, governance?
Well, I think that'll be a whole thing society would have to adapt to is people living forever, essentially.
Right? Because, I mean, you would definitely, like, I mean, you would have to set, like, hard limits on stuff, right? Well, but would you? Because if you live forever, I mean, if you can solve, like, deterioration of the mind, then, like, would you have to set age limits on stuff? Probably not, right?
I think you
I
still
think
would.
you still would have to, because it would be like it would end up turning into a case of like lifetime monarchs.
Yeah. But I mean, but that's kind of what a monarch is, though. It goes through different people, but they're all the same family, theoretically, with the same ideals.
I don't fucking know. I just don't like old people ruining my country.
Well, and
I don't like
another
old people telling me what I can do and what I can't do.
screw you, Grandma.
Yeah, Mama out here ruining my fucking life.
There would definitely have to be some kind of population control, right?
Oh yeah.
I mean, because if none of us died, couldn't just keep having kids, because we're just gonna get so overpopulated so fast.
I mean, even if they do come out with it, it's gonna be the hyper rich at first,
Oh yeah, that's always.
and then it'll be the politicians, and then it'll be like the medium rich. But the working class will never achieve it. They'll work their whole life for it. They'll never achieve it. It'll be like, what the fuck is that movie?
Time, the one with
yeah,
fucking what's his face? I know what you're talking about. They have the little clocks on their arms.
yeah.
They can like exchange time, and as soon as their clock runs out, they're dead.
In time.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
What's the fucking name? Is it Olivia Wilde and Justin Timberlake? Not Olivia Wilde.
So.
Who's the girl? I don't remember. Anyways, but
know.
yeah. I mean, yeah, but that's how like pretty much all technology starts out. Only the rich can have it, and then once you've advanced far enough, it becomes accessible and easier for people of lower income brackets.
But I don't think something like immortality would ever reach the working class. It would be.
I think it would.
Why not? I think we
I
turn
don't
into
think
fodder.
it would.
I think it would
Yeah.
because the rich people want lifelong workers. They want people they can just
kind of true. Yeah.
But I don't. It wouldn't work like that, and you know it wouldn't. They would want it to, but it never would. It would work.
You know why it wouldn't work? Like why you wouldn't want immortal employees essentially is because right, you get annual raises, right?
Yeah. So that you're
so if people live forever,
like $1 billion.
Right, like they'll start making too much money, so that's why you want workers that will die. Because then you can stop paying them as much.
Yeah, that's true. Well, but then at that point, annual raises would probably go away. And they would, they would probably miserable. They'd get you to a certain pay rate, and then they just cap you there and be like, all right, this is what you're making for the rest of eternity, or you can just go quit and get another job somewhere. Have fun.
I can almost guarantee that it would be the rich, the politicians, and that's it.
Well, who's to say we would even get paid, right? If everybody, but I get what you're saying, Brandon.
Yeah, if we're all immortal.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I definitely agree. Yeah, it would.
I don't think it would ever reach everybody.
Right. I mean, it would be definitely a paywall thing. Because, I mean, you're not just going to make everybody immortal for free.
Yeah, that's true. But it's also, there's an interesting, like, ethical debate about it, right? Like, should humans be allowed to live forever?
No, bro, because medication is too expensive right now. Yeah, I don't think they're really too worried about being ethical.
True.
I mean, there's always people that they just want money and that's all they ever want, right? But it's always just like the actual scientists and researchers, they make every single one of them sit through an ethics class every year, and you have to debate if it's the right thing to do. Not that it would actually have any impact on the outcome, but because I mean, I would say that living forever would not be ethical.
No. Because if you live for it, like, so say somebody who's worth $1 billion right now, if they were to able to live indefinitely, they would just keep getting richer.
Yeah.
And so the wealth inequality that's already rampant in the world, because it's something like the top 0.1% control 90% of the wealth.
Yeah.
It would just keep getting worse. And at alarming rates keep getting worse.
Yeah.
But they can never stop somebody from dying, though. Right? Immortality is impossible.
Yeah,
because you
that's
can
true.
still walk up and shoot somebody in the
And
head.
still stab them. Well, but
Oh,
what if we're
yeah.
talking altered carbon reality, where you have a little chip in your neck that contains your consciousness?
It's just your consciousness that survives.
Yeah, and then they clone you a new body.
Like, haven't
But
we already
this-
talked about this?
Oh, we definitely have, yeah. We talked
think
about
so.
fucking our clones, but
Yeah, no, it's not ethical. If it does happen, it'll never be something that the working class, it will be attainable for them.
I mean,
Politicians will stay in fucking office for 1,000
millennia.
years.
Yeah. See, I don't know. I think it would take a long time for it to, like, hundreds, if not thousands of years, once we do get it, for it to come to working class. But to say it would never get there, I think is...
Well, the reason I think it would never get there is because of who would be controlling it.
I mean,
You know what
yeah,
I'm
but
saying?
yeah,
Because the person that's immortal is going to want the people close to him to be immortal, but he's not going to want fucking random Joe over there to be immortal.
yeah. I mean, that's fair. That makes sense.
They'll be selective about it. It'll never be a general population thing. It'll be, here's this, say, 100,000 people that are immortal. It'll never grow from that unless they have a new kid or whatever like that. It will always be,
well,
it'll start at that 100,000 and only grow within that 100,000.
that's true. But then let me throw another cyberpunk future at you, Brandon.
Mm-hmm.
The non-immortals go extinct. The immortals keep having kids, keep making their kids immortal. Their kids have kids, make their kids immortal. All the non-immortals start dying out. They don't give a shit. They're non-immortals. Who cares? Eventually, you get to a world where everyone is immortal.
Okay, but that's not making it to the general population. That's
I mean,
just
at that point, it's general population.
So yeah, at that point it's general population, but it's all the fucking hyper rich. It's not everyday Joe. It's not the working class. It's
Brandon, if everyone is the hyper rich, then it's not hyper rich anymore.
yeah, but is it the same world then?
I mean, no,
That's
but
that's been y'all's conversation. Yeah, but
yeah, but actually,
actually,
I just find the hypotheticals interesting. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't see us actually ever going for full immortality, right? Like, I think it definitely extend life for a while, but man, after like a couple hundred years, man, people are gonna get bored. Like, we're already
yeah.
bored once we hit
Yeah.
80. Like, like there's
I don't know,
definitely
man.
gonna be, the euthanasia roller coaster that it's your 400th birthday and you're like, all right, I'm sick of this shit. Let's fucking
Time to end
go.
it. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't want to. I don't want to live to 70. So
Yeah, same.
I think
Or,
that sounds
I
like
mean,
ass.
Sounds horrendous.
History of men in my family, we die at 69, baby.
Nice.
That's gold.
Both of my grandpas died at 69.
Hey, look at
So
that. Good odds, I
on
guess.
both sides.
Yeah, I don't know. It would definitely be interesting. We did have immortality. I feel like it would also really just affect, because like there are a lot of people, myself included, that they just like the idea of doing the same shit for the next 10 years is just like abysmal, right? Like I don't want to do the same thing for 10 years, let alone 10,000. Like why would I want to be immortal? Fuck that.
Sure. Yeah, I feel that. I don't know. I feel like if I didn't like ever age, that'd be kind of cool to a degree.
Yeah.
But the other reason it would never come to the working class is because even if the working class lived 1,000 years, they could never work enough to not be working class. So
Right, because if everybody else lives
would
forever, we just all stick to our own social status or our
yeah,
class.
would that normal guy want to live 1,000 years? The answer is probably not.
Yeah, probably not.
But
Some
if you think
might.
about it, if automation continues to get further and further, like as far as its advancement,
Yeah.
then we could essentially automate everything to where we don't have to actually work for like food and stuff like that, like Star Trek.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then
so
you just exist and do whatever the fuck you want to do, and then we become multi-planetary species. Then you can go travel and see
just
the whole
zooming around.
solar system and get to see the grim dark, dude.
See, because I believe, much like Doctor Who believes, humans are a curious race. So yeah, if we had nothing left to do on Earth, we'd go find shit to do somewhere else.
Yo.
But I mean, other than it being a new place, what would be different if humanity made it?
Because you're not there to like in my mind, you're not there to colonize it. You're not there to just create what you came from. You're just exploring, find a new stuff. Maybe find a new space rock that cures Alzheimer's or whatever.
Yeah, but we're talking human beings here. Would we really be able to like go and visit other planets and not
Probably
take them
not.
over?
If we're immortal, I guess that's kind of true. See,
But
then you just hop on a
it's
thing and
mankind. It's gonna be wherever you go is gonna be pretty much the same. New planet, pretty much the same thing.
yep. See, then we get to fucking like Outland or Outer Rim Star Wars lore, right? Where you're just like you steal a ship from some company and you just go cruising around the stars and you find your own little planet somewhere and you stake your claim, but then all the Empire comes along, so now you have laser fights with all the Empire. I'm down. That's the kind of future I'm down for. I don't know. I just think if one, I don't think we'll actually ever go for full immortality. But if we do, things will just change so drastically that we can't really like imagine what it would be. You know?
Yeah.
Ooh, we're at the 30 minutes till it's done mark. Don't we need to do Brandon's fan fiction corner?
We're gonna sing your
Oh,
little
yeah.
intro.
It's time for Brandon's Fanfic Corner.
Nice. I started working on a little like Microsoft Paint thing
Hell
for
yeah.
it, but then I made like a little bookshelf and started making pixel art of like video game characters and shit and got way too into it, and so now it's too good and I have to start over.
That's what I'm talking about.
Anyways, continue.
All right. Today on Brandon's Fanfic Corner, Nick found me a good one. It's called
Oh yeah, this is a tribute to Pay Money Wubby.
called Blue Feet. One day, you were walking to Sonic's house. Sonic has been your friend for a long time, and you also had a secret that involves him. You had a foot fetish and didn't know why. And for some other reason, you were thinking of Sonic's shoes. How it would look to see Sonic without his shoes or socks. You blushed and tingled at the thought. You then finally made it to his house. You knocked on the door and opened it. When you walked in, you saw Sonic on the couch. "Hey, Sonic," you said. "Hey, Anon," he said, smiling. "Sorry I can't go out. I'm a bit tired and sore."
Nick's name when it says Anon.
Sure. "Hey, Nick," he said, smiling. "Sorry I can't go out. I'm a bit tired and sore from that Eggman battle. Even my feet." You look at them, then saw Sonic removing his shoes. "If it's okay with you, can you rub them for me, please?" he asked. When you heard that, your mouth opened, but you responded with a stutter. Okay," Nick said. You walked to his socked feet and looked at the torn and worn out fabric of his socks. Then you caught an odor. "I'm sorry. I feel embarrassed for the smell. I'm sorry," he said. It's okay. I don't mind," you said. Then you started to rub his feet. When he felt your hands on his feet, he wiggled his sock toes and chuckled. "That tickles, but it also feels good," he said. You blushed and started to rub them harder along his arches. Then you went from laughing. He then went from laughing to moaning. Oh, wow. You're so good at this."
Man, your Sonic
moaned,
voice is just golden.
slowly closing his eyes. "Thank you," he said slowly. After a few minutes, you looked at him and stopped slowly. He was asleep. You couldn't believe it. This was your moment. You were holding his feet, and Sonic was asleep. You slowly placed his feet in your lap and slowly removed his sock. You then stare at the bare tan sole of his foot. It didn't really look wrinkly or dry or calloused. It looked perfect. You then removed the whole sock to reveal his whole foot. It was big, blue, tan, and beautiful. You slowly raised it up to your face and leaned in. Y'all want me to go further?
I'm really glad you didn't describe his feet as throbbing, because I was getting very worried there for a second. Also, dude, Sonic would have some nasty feet, alright?
Nah, dude, he's got
Yeah.
perfect
No, dude,
stinky feet.
he would have the worst runner's foot ever.
Oh,
Like,
absolutely.
Oh my
It'd be
god,
terrible.
he would have some nasty feet. He has nasty
So-
little blue feet.
I'll read just a little bit more. I'm skipping just a little bit. You touched your tongue against his heel and immediately brought it back. You then savored the salty taste of feet and sweat. Nick said in ecstasy. You wanted to lick all over, but then you saw his foot twitch. You let it go and immediately tried to hide. Sonic then later from his back to his stomach. His soul was facing the ceiling. You then got on your knees and slowly brought his foot to the armrest. You then saw the toes pointing to the floor and the heel towards the ceiling. You carried his foot, brought it up your face, then sniffed between his toes, bringing another tingly feeling inside of you, Nick. You then started to lick his foot slowly. After that, your eyes widened. They tasted like chili dogs. So good, you said in excitement.
Gross. The idea of
Jesus Christ.
feet that taste like chili dog. That's so gross.
You then brought it to your mouth, slowly sucking it. His toes taste sweet, like blueberry.
What?
You said. I don't know. I was just kind of skipping around. You then start sucking on his toes fast. After a minute, you heard a moan. You looked up and saw a huge blush across Sonic's muzzle. And then you were petrified as he slowly opened his eyes, made a sly grin. "So you love my feet?" he asked seductively. Then you blush deeply in embarrassment.
God.
Okay,
hate
I'm gonna
it.
stop
Yeah, I
because
hate it.
I'm very uncomfortable.
It
Do you like my Sonic voice?
was very
Yeah, it
good.
was
It really
golden.
got
Like,
me in the
killed
moment,
it.
you know. Like,
That's great.
why is Sonic like such a staple in like fanfic? Like, what?
I have no idea, dude.
All about them grippers.
Dude, them
Grippers?
fucking blue grippers, dude.
God,
Apparently, they taste like chili dogs,
chili dogs
and
and
blueberry.
blueberries. Yeah, that's
That's
such a weird
disgusting.
combination. Oh man, dude, could you imagine just like some sweaty chili dog feet?
Mm.
That's disgusting.
That's so gross. Next time, I want some Sonic Drive-In Hope fanfic.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure it exists somewhere. Of just like somebody going to the Sonic Drive-In, getting like a Route 44 and just like creaming their pants.
I will try to find one.
I
Even
really.
if I gotta write it, I'll find one.
Ooh, that's the next
gonna
evolution of.
I'm gonna start writing it right now.
Oh, okay. That's the next
now.
evolution of Brandon's fanfic corner is Brandon's fanfic writing. And
Yeah, I'm opening Google Docs right
oh
now.
God. But here's the thing, Brandon.
Yes.
If this is good fan fiction you write, I will be very disappointed in you. It will show that you've done this way too often.
I don't know. I'm a pretty good writer,
Why, Brandon? What you writing, huh? Huh? What you writing?
bro. I wrote a whole ass movie script in high school.
Oh, sounds like some weeb fanfic stuff to me.
It was about aliens.
Ooh, aliens.
Yeah.
See, now that's you're gonna have to find that and read that at some point.
Bro, it's like 20,000 words.
Yeah, we'll split it up. Multiple sections. That'll be good.
I've still got it saved in my Google Drive.
Gosh. Man, why are like kids just so interested in writing things? Because I did it too. I think I'd like try to write a book at one point, made it pretty far in, and then it's like, man, no one's gonna read this one.
I mean, Nick was supposed to be in the movie.
What happened to that?
We just fucking gave up on it, or I don't know. It just kind of fell to the wayside, and we never picked it up again.
So boom, what you
Sounds
saying
about right.
is, time to make a movie.
Yeah.
I don't know how. If we're all three gonna live in different places.
We'll just each have to record our own pieces, and then like send them to each other.
Yeah.
We'll just like green screen it all. It'll be great.
Man, that would be fucking awful. Oh my god.
It's like the next Velocipaster, all right?
Hell yeah.
Just the best, most interesting movie ever made.
Fucking worst shit.
That's again, those are the best ones. Movies that are bad are the best movies.
I mean, yeah. Except whenever they're like like too bad.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh. I don't know. It also sounds like a whole hell of a lot of work.
True. It'll be fine. You just hire a bunch of other people to like cut it all together for you.
True.
Brand's gonna be loaded. He can afford it.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
You got it.
One of us has to be.
I don't know what you are saying because I was writing my fanfic.
How dare you? We're talking about how you're gonna make a porn.
Oh, hell yeah.
See, that's what you should do. Is someone needs to just make a movie, but it's like a good decent movie, but then like 60% of it is just fucking. So
So just,
It's
a
just
porn
fucking-
with good actors.
pretty much, yeah. I mean,
Okay.
can you get good actors that just want to do porn?
No.
Not really. Sad to say. I'm always interested in the people that, um, like they actually like watch full length like feature film porns, right? Like 2 hour long things, and they're like, oh yeah, the story is so good.
That's like kind of with anything like that, like hentai and shit.
Hey, okay, let me tell you, there's some pretty good hentais, all right.
I knew it was gonna be Jeremy.
Come on, the story is great, and then you see some titties.
I
How
mean,
about them anime titties?
Nothing like some anime titties. Except you really gotta watch out, because like half of them look like they're 7, so you just gotta click away from that shit.
Oh God.
Yeah, hentai's dangerous, alright?
Mm-hmm.
that's why I'm a good little Christian boy. I don't watch hentai.
That's what they all say, till they get converted.
That's what it takes. You have to be converted.
Yeah.
Like a
Yep.
religion.
Yep.
Yep.
You're just scrolling through the hub one day. It's nothing out of the ordinary. You see that one recommended anime video, and you're like, I don't know, seems pretty hot. And you watch it, and then you're in. Can't get out.
Like I
Yep.
ain't a weeb, but damn, this is some good shit.
Some nice titties, and there were only 7 tentacles in the whole thing, so very
Oh,
nice.
nice cock.
Nice cock.
Yeah, I don't know. As the whole like fanfic world has always been kind of interesting to me.
Yeah, I've
It's a whole lot
always
of
been
time to
curious
spend.
how many of them are like doing it jokingly. This has got to be a good percentage, right?
I'm jokingly gonna
No,
make
you're
a
not.
bomb ass Sonic the Drive-In
See,
fanfic.
again, it's just like with hentai, Brandon. You say that, but then you're gonna get hooked, and this is the beginning of the
It's
end.
my life now.
Yep,
It's my life now.
Brandon, the
Writing
fanfic writer.
Oh, the next one I'm gonna write is In and Out.
Ooh, you're gonna be the restaurant-themed fanfic writer.
Yeah.
But see,
There we
Brandon,
go.
okay,
There's
so
my brand.
but there are gonna have to be multiple genres of this, right? Because there are genres where you're having sex in the store, genres where you're having sex with the food or the product of the store, and then a genre
bro,
where
it's
the
all
store
gonna be
becomes a
it's all gonna be
personified
about
human.
it's all gonna be about having sex with the store.
Exactly. So let's see, you're talking personifying the store and making them the fuckable character.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, you fuck that front door.
Not the grease fryer.
Backdoor.
Sure.
Backdoor. Always backdoor.
Hell yeah, dude. We know what's up.
God damn it. Man,
Remember that
we're a bunch
side
of
entrance.
degenerates.
If whatever fucking bullshit we were talking about earlier is to be said.
Something cherry, something.
Yep.
A new type of cherry, something. I don't remember. I don't know, some weird shit. When is it not weird shit with us?
True. Just get bored,
I mean,
right?
hey, dude.
Weird shit's
sometimes
fun to watch.
Yeah, for sure. I think so. I mean, because like, I don't know. It's really easy to get bored with like current media.
Yeah, like the same stuff over and over again. Dude,
I mean,
like,
'cause that's what it is.
y'all don't watch like any reality shows, right?
No,
Brandon?
I don't give a shit.
No.
Okay, if either of y'all said yes, you would have lost my respect. Right now, like talking about earlier, y'all are at like a 69. You would have gone down to like a -40. But nah, dude, I don't know how people watch reality TV because it's the exact same thing, just over and over and over again. It gets so boring.
That's me, dude. I can't watch it. It's so fucking boring.
Yeah. I mean, even like,
Yeah.
people that just watch The Office non-stop all the time. Like, if it's
Or any
background noise,
show.
that's something, but still.
Honestly, it's any show for me. Like, if you're sitting there watching the same show fucking over and over and over again, I'm like, okay, we need to spice it up or something, because I can't do this.
Right? Like, there's a couple shows I'll rewatch, like, maybe once a year, once or twice a year. Maybe. But then I'm like, all right, I've seen enough of this. I don't want to watch this again. It's boring.
Yeah. Who wants to watch the same fucking shit all the fucking time?
Yeah, that's when I start scrolling through Crunchyroll and just scroll all the way to the bottom of the recommended list. Click on some real weird animes.
Hell
Anything
yeah.
from High Dive.
Yeah, all those animes that are like 6 episodes, and they just like
Mhm.
end on a cliffhanger.
Extremely
like they
long
think.
title.
Yeah, right. Really over descriptive title. You're just like, all
Mhm.
right, I'm
Mhm.
down. Let's go.
Those are the best ones,
They
though.
really are.
If the title is above 6 words, you know it's going to be a bomb-ass anime.
Hell yeah, go be best anime. Or if it's a single word, it's one or the other.
Or if it's 2 words.
Or if it's just words. It could
Goblin
just be
Slayer.
anything. Basically, if it's an
Just
anime.
anime.
Yeah.
Just anime.
When did we become weebs?
Oh, a long time ago.
True. Actually, I didn't start watching anime till I got out of, like, a year or two into college.
Oh, same.
I didn't
About
start
that
really
time.
watching anime until probably whenever I moved up here.
Yeah.
I just never really knew about it that much, to be honest.
Right. But it's also like, it's a hard sell to be like, hey, do you want to watch a show in a different language so you have to be constantly reading the tiny subtitles at the bottom? Or else you have no idea what's going on?
Yeah, that's why I like dubbed.
Yeah,
Honestly,
same.
I just stick to dubbed. I don't care that much to.
Dubbed is just as good as subs. Somebody's gonna try to
Some
kill me
dubs
for
are
that,
better
but-
than subs,
Oh
honestly.
yeah, for reals. But because the dubs used to be trash. We've definitely had this conversation before. But the dubs used to be trash, but now they're not.
Yeah, because they actually hire good voice actors.
Yeah, they're great. Anybody who tells me not to watch dubs is just lying to themselves. They know they watch dubs.
Gross, dude. They don't know the true light, the light of the dub.
Well, it's like people always say like, "Oh, I'm gonna learn Japanese from watching anime." It's like, no, you're not. No, you're not, you
You're
psychopath.
absolutely not.
Like, I've been watching anime for 5 years now. I know like 3 phrases, maybe.
Oh, my wumu. Shinryu.
Nani?
Nani? Nani just means what?
It does. Hentai just means pervert.
Yes.
Is it really?
Uh-huh.
That's hilarious. I actually love that.
Right? There's just a whole genre of videos just called pervert.
Yeah.
Did y'all ever? I think I actually, me and you, Brandon, watched some of it together. Show, what's it called?
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure?
No. It's like a Chivalrous Knight or something like that.
Oh, I didn't like that
about?
one.
It is basically a hentai without the fucking. Like all the characters are all the stereotypes of a hentai. There's like the little sister that just basically just wants to fuck her brother. The
Is that every anime?
exactly. But like it goes hard in this one. Like I was watching it and I got like into the first episode and was like, is this a hentai? Are they about to start fucking? But then they never do the whole show and you're just like but it's really uncomfortable, but I still watch the whole thing, so it's one
That's
of those
hilarious.
that when I start watching something, even if I don't like it, I still have to watch it just to like get the completion of the story.
Well, that sounds a lot like oh god damn it, now I can't remember the anime. Anyways, there's a guy who goes to a school for piloting mechs, but he's the only man in the world that has, or well, the only male in the world that has ever been able to pilot one of these mechs. All of the other pilots are women. So he's the only boy in a school of all women. And yeah, it's basically hentai without
Without the
nudity.
fucking, right? Hentai
Yeah.
without the best part.
And he has a crush on his big sister, who's the teacher.
Dude, that part
Hentai without the whole point of watching hentai.
exactly.
Yeah.
The whole trope of like people being in love with their siblings and wanting to like fuck their siblings just makes me so uncomfortable. I hate
I mean,
it.
it's still a pretty good anime.
Yeah, I mean that's
But,
all
yeah.
anime is, but
Yeah.
Dude, I just want to say the wave of incest porn that has just taken over Pornhub is
Dude, yeah.
unacceptable.
It's
It's
bad.
so fucking gross.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care if it's step siblings and shit like that. It's still fucking gross.
Right. See, I hope that it's not actually about like being related and it's more just it's a taboo situation.
It's
And
that.
they're just in it for the taboo, not actually in it for the sibling fucking. But man,
Not
part
they're
of me
totally in it
is
for the
I don't
sibling
know,
fucking.
part of me is kind of worried we're all becoming degenerates.
Oh, I mean, for sure. I think I don't know, kind of those things. Like, I think as society progresses, dude, we're just starting to get more and more perverse.
Yeah.
Mm,
We definitely are.
I don't know, man, because like all the ancient civilizations, they just fucked all the time. Orgies,
Well, that's what.
everyone, any age, any sex, they're just like, fuck it, let's
Well,
go.
that's all that's like depicted, though, right? I'm sure if our history was shown to generations in the future, they're gonna be like, Jesus Christ, these dudes were fuck animals.
Yeah,
You
fair.
know.
It's like they just went home and strapped into their Suckathon 5000, and that's all they did. They worked their
They
6 hours, and
I mean, you think about it, we have fuck machines and
Yeah.
shit like that.
Yep.
Like,
we do.
dude,
and we
I
still
know
have
what a
orgies
time to
and
be
shit.
alive, right? It's great. That's
Okay.
the kind of technological advancement I'm about.
God
is
damn it.
Fuck machines.
Okay, boys. I gotta end this thing.
God.
Just because I finished my fanfic
Already? Can't be a good fanfic.
already. Oh, it's fantastic. Y'all are gonna love it. Y'all ready?
I'm
Yeah.
as ready as I'll ever
This-
be, I guess.
This is truly Brandon's fanfic corner.
This goes out to everybody who's really into Sonic Drive-In. All right. So the title is Sonic, the Drive-In of My Dreams.
Oh, we can't get away from Sonic, dude.
No. Well, this is because Jeremy told me
Yeah,
to
because
write
I
it.
wanted Sonic the Drive-In, not Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah. No, it's Sonic the Drive-In.
Yeah, exactly. Continue. I'm interested.
Okay. My eyes light up as I pull slowly into the lane. I caress the big red button seductively, slowly running my fingers around the silver rim of the button. Once I finally gathered up the courage, I slowly push my fingers in. A voice comes over the speaker. Oh, I wasn't expecting it that fast. Can I take your order, Daddy? Yes, I'm way too excited for this. I can tell, they said. I will take a foot-long coney dog. Extra mayo. Of course you can. I want to give that to you all the time. I would also like a Route 44 cream Dr. Pepper. I will make it extra creamy, the voice retorts seductively. After a few minutes, my food comes out. When the car hop leaves, I immediately drop my pants, shove the coney dog up my ass, and dump the creamy Dr. Pepper straight down my throat. The end.
Gross. But what I wanted, so.
That was so good.
Blow y'all's mind.
I as soon as you started, I was like, if he doesn't include a foot long in this somewhere,
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna be upset. All right, because that's the
I got
obvious
you,
choice to
Jeremy.
go with. Okay.
The file name in my fucking Google Docs is the beginning of the end.
So Brandon, now that you've started that, you have to write a fanfic for every single episode.
Oh Jesus Christ. Bet.
You've sealed your own grave.
I've sealed my own fate. There's no more finding them.
So
I'm just gonna
next
write 'em.
week is you said in and out. And then after that, I want you to do Carl's Jr., but it ends
Okay,
up
hold
being a three-way between you and Carl's Jr. and Hardy's. And technically, Carl Jr. and Hardy's are related.
Okay, you're gonna have to text that to me. I will forget.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Don't you worry.
I'm get back in my Google Doc.
Okay, well, I think that was a fantastic note to end on,
I just imagine Brandon's Google Doc full of fan fiction.
right?
Oh,
I
it's
mean,
gonna be. It's
technically,
gonna be.
D&D is basically just fan fiction, so like I just
Yeah.
gotta add some sex scenes in there, and then we can all do a collaborative.
There we go. Except we've
Fanfic.
talked about how uncomfortable you are with.
Yeah, but if we go in with the explicit, you know, intent of making a fanfic, then it's different. If I'm just playing D&D and you try to fuck me, I'm gonna be a little weird about it. But if we
I'm gonna try and fuck Brandon's character
Hell yeah.
because Brandon's character despises my character.
100%.
perfect anime trope. All right.
It's gonna be our like guilty little pleasure, dude. We both hate each other, but we fuck each other because we hate each other. It's like hate fucking.
Yes.
Is your character one of the really short ones or one of the really tall ones, Nick?
Mine's really short. He's
Really
5'10", like
Nice.
100 pounds.
Because
Oh, he's
Brandon
not
isn't.
that short.
But
I'm-
aren't you like
I'm
7
6'8".
foot or something? Yeah, but then didn't
No, I'm
you
like
buy
6'8".
those platform
Oh,
shoes that gave you
fuck.
another like 3 inches?
Fuck. Yes, because Redney was like 6'11",
Like an inch taller than you, yeah.
and so I was like, "Fuck this! I'm gonna be the tallest one again." And so I
Bought some high
like
heels.
5-inch platform shoes.
Oh shit.
Okay, so I added to my doc, In and Out, Carl's Jr. parentheses threesome with Hardee's, but they related.
Boom. I like it. We're gonna become so rich off of this idea. All right, you have no
Yes.
idea, Brandon.
Yes, I mean I'm gonna get like 3 or 4 under my belt, and I'm gonna start posting them to
Wattpad.
Wattpad. Boom.
And
There
then
we go.
We're gonna be the new Twilight, but with Sonic.
But with restaurants.
Yes, that's how we get them in, right? It's Sonic fanfic, but then it's actually like, Sonic Drive-In, but then they're hooked.
Yeah. So boom, we got the next 2 weeks. I think what really needs to happen is I'm not gonna write these ahead of time. I'm gonna spend the first hour of the podcast writing it, and then when I'm done with it, I will read it.
I don't know. I don't know if you can handle that much thinking and talking.
Y'all can talk enough for me. It'll the episodes will now be I say my name, and then I'm just silent for an hour, and then the second hour of the podcast is when I come in.
Okay, but then you have to write hour-long fanfics.
I don't know about that. I don't think I could write an hour-long fanfic in an hour.
We could do it improv style where you write it sentence by sentence and read it out as you go.
Oh God.
That would be
Man.
very cohesive.
So we'll just become a fanfic podcast.
Pretty much, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
But just all stuff I write.
Yes.
It'll just be me writing and reciting a fanfic, and y'all just listening and reacting.
And cringing and in
Yes.
pain.
I'll
Oh
just be
shit.
horny.
All right.
I might write them ahead of time.
All right. Well, boys, we're going to end there before we start fucking more restaurants. Any closing remarks?
No, nothing for me.
All right.
I'm good here.
As normal, y'all can find us anywhere you listen to your podcast. That is Spotify, YouTube, Google Podcast, RSS.com, the one with the fruit. Come back next time. We will get even more heated, but next time it'll be about something really stupid, like the difference between Neosporin and WD-40. I hope everybody has a great week, and we will see y'all next time. Goodbye.
Bye.